If you know Charles Penny, you know he exudes professionalism. Charles, a native of Fayetteville, North Carolina, had humble beginnings, and even after becoming Rocky Mount City Manager, Charles never forgot those beginnings, and he used the values instilled in him by his parents, the members of his home church, First Baptist, and his education to become the leader that he is today. And let's not forget his lovely wife of 34 years, Edith Penny, along with their 2 children, Eva and Chaz. They are his motivation. Being a leader means mentoring, leading by example, and helping your organization and the people in it go from good to great. Here are just a few of the many Charles Penny has influenced along the way, and many of them have great stories to tell about his ability as a leader.
I have worked with Charles Penny over many years and many different capacities, and he has mentored me over those years by serving as an excellent example of a leader. John Quincy Adams once said that if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you're a leader. Well, Charles is a leader. First, for me, he always pushed me to go outside my comfort zone, and he did that with support and encouragement. Second, he led with a vision for what his community could become, and he used and included in groups of employees and council and community into achieving that vision.
One of the things that I think you have continually done with the City Council and myself that made me a better mayor, probably the council, better council members, is focusing on the goals that we have set. Every year at our retreat, we review those goals, we go over those goals, and more importantly, we try to prioritize those goals in terms of what are the most important ones and how can we accomplish them. If I went back down the checklist now of the goals that we set over the last 5 or 6 years, we've accomplished an awful lot of things in that period of time, and I don't think we could have done it without some of your leadership, without the fact that you continue to focus on those goals or make us focus on those goals in terms of priorities that we have as City Council members and the Mayor of Rocky Mount.
Charles W. Penny, some 13 years ago, you came down to Fayetteville, First Baptist, discussed with me the possibility of transitioning to Metropolitan Baptist Church, and I'm glad that happened. Thank you for your friendship, your love, and thank you for helping with that transition, not only to Metropolitan, but to the city of Rocky Mount, the city that my family and I have come to know and love. I do want to wish you well as you transition now to a new season in your life. It's my prayer that you will embrace the reality that with God, the best is always yet to come.
My mind races back to Hurricane Floyd in the aftermath of that terrible event. We assigned Charles to oversee and manage the flood recovery program, which was an awesome task. I observed in Charles very important leadership qualities. First was a vision of what to do, where we wanted to go, and what the desirable ends were. So vision was extremely important, as well as organization. He had a lot of assets that he had to garner and to make into a team, which he did very successfully. And then I think follow through and perseverance, making sure all the details were seen and were taken care of, and then the perseverance to go through some pretty tough times for all of us.
One of my first encounters when I joined the city just about 14 years ago was I had to, when he was assistant manager, I had to kind of defend my budget. And as I came into that particular meeting, he mentioned the fact that my predecessor had talked about needing a lot of jacks down at the garage. And I said, well, I talked to him about the fact that, well, I have some comments in my text in reference to my budget that I needed some gravity-defying aerial devices. And he was saying, well, just what is that? And I said, well, Mr. Penny, that's jacks. You know, he finally let us have those particular jacks because the ones we had were old. I want to thank you for the many years of, again, being there for support, again, emphasizing to give us the tools that we needed to do a better job for the citizens here in Rocky Mount.
The thing that influenced me most was the book that he had us read called From Good to Great. And he had Bob O'Neill from the International City Management Association come and walk us through that book and tell us how it applies from private sector over to public sector. And I'd say the concepts that were in that book are the things that helped me the most in doing the work that I did for the city. Wish Charles the very best in his retirement.
Charles has made me a braver, stronger, more confident person in our lives because of his faith. I do believe it is because of his strong faith that he exudes that at home and has taught us how to live and how to treat other people. I tell people all the time that they see Charles as the public servant. They see him in his role, and he always tries to treat everyone with the respect and dignity that they deserve because he tries to make this place better for all people.
Charles Penny, a leader, visionary, mentor, and a loving husband, father, and grandfather. Thank you for many years of dedicated service to Rocky Mount, and thank you for giving us the tools we need to continue the journey of going from good to great.